Alright y'all, hello my beautiful souls. It's a new day. I took a day off yesterday because I was exhausted. I was suffering from tarot fatigue or whatever. So yeah, I took a day for myself and just took a long shower, went to bed early. And yeah, so today we are doing a reading for all signs in one video, sort of like what can you say? If speed dating with tarot readings, this one would be it. And it's a new moon tonight, so that usually signifies new beginnings. So how you all feel about that? So something you feel is coming up? Something interesting? Something new? Closing down a chapter? Opening up a new chapter? Something big? Something small? Tell me about it in the comments. So, with all these new beginnings, I'm gonna pull a card for each zodiac sign, and I'm gonna do timestamps for you all in the comments, so you can just click on your sign and see what I have to say about it. So this is just as much a challenge for myself. As you know, I'm new in all this, so as you probably expected, I'm not just like going off entirely of intuition. There's a lot of things that are good to know and are good to learn about the different cards and stuff. So yeah, but today I'm gonna challenge myself to not look anything up at all, which is a challenge for me, because sometimes, you know, sometimes it comes really easy and I can just, you know, like, oh, this is about that and this is about that and I feel this energy coming from this, but also sometimes there are specific cards that sometimes stump me. Usually the court cards, because I have a hard time, like, I have a hard time picturing them apart, if you feel me, because they're, let me see if I can find some court cards for you, so you can just see what I mean. Right. So we have two court cards here. And in the court cards, there's not a lot going on. Like usually I can tell, but like just with the court cards, there's just not a lot going on. So for me, that's like, I need to learn more about those, but for now I don't. So for this reading, I'm purely going off intuition. I'm not going to be looking anything up. I'm not going to be doing any of those things, so whatever comes to mind is what you get. So it's going to be purely intuition, and I'm kind of excited about it actually. So if it's a court card, I'm just going to, you know, try to feel the vibe, see what kind of energies I get, what comes through, and then we'll take it from there. I've been perfectly honest with you guys. This is a learning experience, you know this. And if you're still with me, even though you know it's a learning experience for me, thank you so much, I appreciate it. And I'm just gonna have you know that my battery's gonna die soon. So I am also trying something new with the lipstick today. I hope you like it. If you don't, too bad. I don't know what that was. So, let me just change the battery before we start, so you guys know that I'm not cheating. If I'm looking anything up, and I can show you that on my phone, it's because I really want to make sure that I don't forget the signs, so I just have them on my screen here, so again, so I don't forget anybody, which I don't want to do that. So yeah, if I get in doubt, I will refer to my chart of zodiac signs. Let me just change the battery, I will be right back. Okay, so let us start off with Aquarius. So what does Aquarius need to be aware of? Whoops. That was a whole bunch of cards. Let's maybe not do that. Okay, so for Aquarius, you're going to be able to see it before I do. Alright. So for Aquarius, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay. Okay, and by the way, I'm going to do this reading entirely right side up. Because when I can't look anything up, I don't want it to be as accurate as I probably can. Okay, so for Aquarius, I feel like you have a lot of bad energy around you. You probably have some negative people in your life, and I feel like maybe it's time for you to look at what people you surround yourself with and what energy you surround yourself with. And I know this can be a big change and a hard change because for me, not too far back, I had to cut people out of my life, people who I actually did care about a lot, but at some point you just need to care for yourself, and at some point you just need to fight for your own mind and for your own self and your own being, and you cannot keep fighting for others. I'm not saying you're necessarily fighting for others, but at least I feel like you're surrounding yourself with a lot of bad energy. And maybe there's a lot of fighting going on in your life. Maybe there's like family fights, or maybe your sibling and your mother are fighting or something like that. I just feel like it's time for you to cut some negativity out of your life, and the sooner the better. I think that's pretty much the gist of what I'm getting here. See the picture up here, up close. You have all these people fighting and yelling, you have smoke in the background, everything is a mess down here, and you're sort of standing up here fending for yourself. And I feel like it's time for you to do that. It's time for you to cut the negativity out here, down here, out. It's time for you to burn that bridge, and it's time for you to move on from that. And I feel like that's very important. So yeah, with this new moon, I feel like the new beginning that's coming is a lot less negativity, a lot less of this, a lot less fighting, a lot less bickering. This could even be yourself. If you take a good hard look at yourself, like how's your mindset? How's your mindset on your day-to-day basis? Do you need to maybe look at yourself and think that it's time to reorganize your thought process a little bit? Maybe you're quick to jump to, oh, this is BS, or this is my dad, or my day has been super bad, or like maybe you're really quick to jump to these kind of things, and maybe it's time for you to let go of that. And something, a John, maybe, I don't know, the name John just came to my mind suddenly, I don't know. But yeah, in any case, consider what energies you surround yourself with, and consider what energies that comes from you. I feel like that's going to be your new beginning. So, let's continue. Let's do Pisces next. Let's just knock out the old energy. Sandra told me all this, so we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna cut the deck between as well. And I know like how people do this are different. Starting fresh, or how they are removing old energy and putting new positive energy into the deck. But yeah, she taught me this way, and yeah. If you have any other ways, feel free to comment below. I would love to learn any other ways. Alright. So what do we have here? King of Wands. Okay. Okay, so this is what the card looks like. King of Wands. Oh, sorry, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands for Pisces. And this is one of the hard cards, you guys, so I'm just gonna go purely of intuition with this one. But yeah, I feel like that there is new people coming into your life. Some new people that are very different from yourself, possibly. But in any case, I feel strongly that it's, at least for a lot of you guys, it's gonna be a new person or a new group of people. Maybe someone you meet somewhere you don't expect, or maybe you find yourself in a situation that you don't expect, because like a situation where you don't, like where you feel a bit like on deep waters, which is sort of ironic considering this takes place in a desert. But yeah, I feel like there's new people coming into your life, and yeah. Also, I feel like you might be uncomfortable with this, the new people. And at first glance it might seem like these new people are not like someone you're gonna click with or someone you're gonna be close to in any way. But I feel like you should probably give them a chance and see what they have to offer, even though they're different from you. I feel like that goes a long way for a lot of you Pisces people out there. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say about this. This is, again, it's one of the cards that has a lot of quote-unquote brothers and sisters. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. Pretty much new people are coming into your life. And yeah. Also, I feel like maybe a lot of things or people that surround you are not gonna be super keen on these new people or new things or new choices, or like they're not gonna be super keen. So you're probably gonna have to. That's probably gonna cause some arguments for you guys. It's probably gonna cause some rifts, but I don't think it's gonna be. It's not gonna be destroying any relationships. So it's not gonna be destroying any bonds that you have with anyone. I just feel like they're not gonna approve necessarily, but they're not gonna totally fight you on it either. Their energies might fight this change or these new people, this new thing coming into your life, but I don't feel like it's not gonna destroy anything. So yeah, I feel like it's important that you let these people in, and I feel like it's gonna give you a lot of great opportunities, some new great beginnings, and yeah. So that was your card for this new moon. Alright. So next up we have Aries. How are you doing, Aries? I feel like this has not quite been your month. Whoops. And we have the Empress. Wonderful. Another one of those. It's funny how once you start out saying that it's not really something you want to draw through this reading, it's going to be all you draw, and you can be pretty sure of that. And the universe is going to like, okay, you don't want? Okay, we're going to give you everything. Everything of that. Everything that you don't want. Because I did that to myself. You know? So this is going to be my challenge. And I'm not saying that it's not... I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. It's just a challenge. So, if you feel like I'm getting this totally like out of... Basically, if you feel like I'm getting this like totally wrong and totally like, oh, but it's not what the symbols mean and it's not what this and that originally means and this and that. This is purely intuition. So I'm looking at the card and I'm seeing and I'm feeling. And that is what you're gonna get with this. So, yeah. So, with the Empress, I feel like you are... like you're seeing your new beginnings. You see this open gate right here? It's here, like you're looking at your new beginnings. Like they're right here. You pretty much just have to get up and go reach for them. Maybe you have an upcoming trip. Or you have like maybe your spiritual journey is opening up more for you, which would be lovely. And if it's not been something you've been doing until now, hello. And I'm glad you're willing to try this with me. But yeah, and I feel like there's also like this is a strong female presence, either you or something in your life. And I feel like it's time for you to be proud of who you are and what you stand for. I feel like your new beginnings could be the journey, but it could also be like a mental journey. Like it could be you working with yourself. I'm getting confidence issues with a lot of you. And yeah, I feel like this new beginning is maybe a shift in that, or maybe you discover some way to work on that. Yes. And also we have these two kids in the background. We have them down here in the corner. Just cover my face so you can see them. Yeah. So I feel like maybe someone in your life are very vulnerable right now. Someone might be going through some things that you're not quite seeing. They might be going through some anxiety or some depression, or it might even be someone like really close to you, like family or like really close friends, that you're either not quite seeing or you're not quite acknowledging. Help. Acknowledging. Yes. Which you're not quite seeing or not quite acknowledging, and I think, oh, look how easy it came to me then. And I think even though new beginnings are great, and like trips are great and working on yourself is great, sometimes it's also important to just look behind you and see, like, and take care of those who are closest to you, because sometimes it's hard to take care of yourself sometimes, especially if you're in a rough position where pulling yourself out of the ground is not an issue, or not an option. Sorry. And in general, this card is not negative at all. It's actually very positive. I'm just feeling that someone close to you might be needing you right now, and that might bring you closer. That could also be a new beginning, like you opening up to a closer relationship with someone than you had. This could also be like your own children or children you know, or like just someone who's in deep shit right now that I feel like you need to focus on. And yeah, I feel that's pretty much it. So thank you for tuning in. I know this is a short one, but I'm gonna go more in depth with the September reading that's also coming up. I'm gonna do a lot of those tomorrow. So, see, I'm taking them as I go. So now we took Aquarius, Pisces and Aries. So now we're gonna take Taurus. And Taurus, I did a reading for you that was up on my channel last night, which I hope you appreciated. If you didn't see it, I will link it. Shh, sorry. There. And yeah. Whoops. We have 6 of Pentacles for you, Taurus. Alright, so we know that Pentacles, yeah, it looks like this if you don't know, in my deck. Yep. So I feel like, Taurus, that what you need to focus on right now, and I feel that pretty strongly, is giving. I feel like you need to share either, because Pentacle is a lot of times physical things, and money and wealth and, you know, opportunities in this kind of like, what is it called? Like, material things. But I feel like what you, and also I, because I'm also a Taurus, need to focus on is giving. Whether it's giving or sharing knowledge with your friends or family or whoever needs it, or like physically giving, like it's time to give out, it's time to do some charity. And yeah, maybe there's a charity that you need to focus on extra hard right now. Something is blinking. Maybe my card is getting full, I don't know. We will see. But yeah, I feel like charity is where you need to be putting your mind space right now. And I feel like you're good. But with this new moon, there's also gonna be some charity that needs to be given out. Yeah. If you remember yesterday's reading, combo it up with this because I feel like it's important. There's someone that needs your help. Someone, some cause, something needs your help, and it's gonna be really rewarding for them that they have your help, but it's also gonna be rewarding for you and your mental state. And yeah, I feel like that's what you need to be focusing on. And I'm not gonna spend too much more time on that, because that's pretty much essentially what this is. So yeah, thank you for that. For the next one, who's messaging me? It's my boyfriend. When are we going to bed? Not now. I'm just gonna send him a picture of you guys. Well, not quite, but next we're doing Gemini. 10% battery left, so we got to get going. Also, I have to be in bed soon, so in a worst case scenario, I'm gonna finish it and put it up tomorrow. Just film it today, because I need to be somewhere by 8 AM and it's midnight now, so... Or it's not quite, it's like 11:30. Okay, are we ready? So, Gemini, what do we have? Ooh. Okay. The dreaded card. Alright, there is some... It looks like there's some heartbreak in your near future, Gemini. Like a three-way situation, like it could be like a love triangle, it could be... Like there is something you need, like that. It's gonna be a rough ride, probably, for a lot of you Geminis. And I saw this, and Sandra told me, don't be afraid to be the bearer of bad news. But I feel like that's what this is. It's heartbreak. It's not good, and it could be both like friends and family and relationship related, but I feel strongly for a lot of you it's relationship related. Maybe someone like in your life is double crossing you right now, or is about to be. And I don't mean to bring out like any anxiety or any hardships that's not like deserved, but it's a bad vibe. Like this energy is just bad energies. Like it's raining, and also you can see like all the people down here. You gotta remember that like heartbreak does not necessarily only affect you. It might affect those around you as well. Like friends and family and these kind of things. So be mindful of that, and watch out for yourself. Protect yourself. That being said, this is a reading, so like it's a possible outcome of the future. I'm not saying that it is like die hard going to happen, but it is possible for a lot of you, and I just think that you need to be really, really careful, and just whatever you're going through, just feel free to share in the comment section about it if you want to, or if you don't, that's fine as well. But yeah, that's rough, and I'm sorry. Let me just take a deep breath, and yeah, let's move on from that. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah. All right. What does Cancer need to be aware of? I'm still just looking at this chart, making sure that I don't forget anything or anyone. Wouldn't that suck? Like if I'd done this and thought I had like everybody, and then it turned out I was missing one. Oh, I would feel so bad. Because all of you are equally important to me, but my memory is shite. Alright, Queen of Swords. Okay, so right off the bat, this is a very large and in charge energy I'm getting from this. I'm getting a boss-ass B-word. Yeah. So, like, either you're dealing with someone who's, like, in charge right now, which can cause you a lot of hardship, or you might be really in charge yourself right now and feel really on top of the world, which is awesome, and I'm happy for you. That's great. And yeah, some of you might just be rolling with it, and like make sure that I'm just sitting here feeling a second. I feel like also some of you might be charging into things head first, or like maybe you're in control of other people or the boss of other people, and you're maybe steering them into a direction. At least you're like almost like it can feel like you're steering them into battle almost. Like it could be a group of friends, or you know, like colleagues or something like that, and yeah, I feel like you're in general steering them in a good direction, so that's great. If you're dealing with someone though, and that's sort of the other side, sorry, excuse me. I don't know if you noticed, but my lashes are not like... They're not like the best today. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the best lash application I've ever done, but you will deal with it. And we're back. Sorry. Stops automatically after half an hour. But, yeah. You might be dealing with someone who's like really bossy lately as well. Like a boss that you're sort of like feeling... Like you're feeling like you're putting on like a lot lately for your boss, and you feel like maybe you're not really getting something out of it because your boss is not really seeing the efforts, or maybe it's like the bossy person could also be your partner or like your parents or something like that. They're not really seeing the effort that you're trying to put into whatever it is that you're doing. But sorry, I was actually doing another reading, Gemini, and I forgot to mention this. Heartbreak is also a new beginning, and you have to try to keep that mindset whenever this is gonna happen. Is that just because it hurts does not mean it's gonna come out bad on the other side. Like you're gonna come out stronger from that, and there's no tarot card that's bad. Like it's like this might be hardship now, but it's also a lesson that you need to learn. So keep that in mind as well. Like your new beginning could be a new relationship, or like you being single for a while, but that's okay, and you're gonna be stronger from that. So that was all, and I'm gonna go right back to the other one. Sorry about that, Cancer. I just had like a stray thought I needed for one of the other signs. But yeah, I feel like there could be someone in your life that's like really taking control, and really like you feel like you're pulling your weight, but they're like not seeing the effort that you put into it. And maybe it's time to stand up for yourself and tell them, listen, I'm doing stuff. You know, I'm doing my best, and yeah. Like maybe it's time that you tell them that, you know, I can do this, and I'm doing it well, and I would like to be recognized for that. And it's okay to know your self-worth. So just remember that, Gemini. It's important. And if you are the boss, also be mindful of your surroundings, and some of your co-workers or your friends that you're maybe sort of leading, you might be steering them in a good direction, and you might be able to see the big picture, but remember to acknowledge their efforts is very important. So, Leo. So what does a Leo have to be aware of with the new moon? Alright. Okay. The stars. Wow. That was some card, huh? Alright. So here we have it. The stars. And I feel like you're washing yourself clean. Like you're like, it's very literal, but I feel like you're gonna give yourself like a clean slate of some sort. whether it's work-wise, it's relationship-wise, whether it's like moving to a new home. Like I feel like it's something a little more major that's gonna be happening for you, Leo. And it could also be that you're leaving someone behind. Yeah, but I don't feel like it's a negative change. I feel like you don't necessarily feel like it's a negative change either. You might feel like it's a positive change, or like a positive thing that they're going their own way. Maybe you're already over this person. Maybe you're already moving on in your head, and that's great. But I feel like you're really like rinsing yourself off, or maybe like you're coming clean with something. That could be as well. That like if you have a secret you're holding on to, maybe it's gonna be the time to tell them right now. Maybe it's gonna be time to, you know, confess what you have done and move on. Like literally, as the card is, like, bury yourself and come clean. Like, yeah. I feel like it's very peaceful though. Like, it's beautiful and it's peaceful, and yeah, but I do feel like it's time for you to clean a slate of some sort. And that's gonna be a new beginning, and that's really exciting for you. Yeah, so let me know about what new beginning is going on in your life lately, Leo. I hope it's something great, and yeah, let me know. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Virgo. Happy birthday to you. So what do you need to be aware of, Virgo, in your birthday month? I hope it's something nice. Whoops. Alright, let's see. Alright, 9 of Chalices. So something is gonna be almost complete for you guys. Like, you're gonna be really close to reaching a goal. Like, you're so close. Like, you can taste it. It's like right there. You can taste the goal. I feel like it's still gonna require some work. Like, you can see them working down here. Like, it's like they're playing, but like I feel like there's still gonna be some work ahead of you, and I feel like your new change is not gonna be immediately. It's gonna be a little out in the distance, if you know what I'm saying. But I feel like it is gonna happen for you, and I feel like it's gonna be either, for a lot of you, it's gonna be work related, or like education related, or like maybe you're finishing up a big hobby project, but it's like something work related. I don't feel as much as your new beginning is gonna be like mental as it is physical. I feel like there's a lot of physical things happening in your life, a lot of projects, and I feel like you're really close to finishing a big project, and I feel like you're gonna finish it soon. So yeah, that's super exciting, and I'm really happy for you. Let me know what that is, and let me know how that goes. And let me know what you're like, what projects you're currently working on right now. I feel like you're really close, and it's gonna be great, and you're gonna feel really good about yourself when you're done with this. So yeah. And again, happy birthday. Alright, Libra. How are we doing, Libras? I feel like a lot of exciting things have been happening for you in August. Could that be true? Like, I feel like it's been a pretty good month for you guys. Yeah. For most of you anyways. maybe it's been a bit of a roller coaster, but I feel like all in all you came out of August pretty good. Alrighty. What does Libra need to be aware of with the new moon? Alright, what do we have? 7 of Pentacles. Alright. 7 of Pentacles is, like, Pentacles is in general, like, material stuff. We already established that earlier. I feel like this is you needing to... You're dialing back on some work in September. I feel like. Like, maybe not like to stop working, and not saying you're gonna be lazy or sick or anything, but I feel like you're gonna be dialing back when it comes to some work, and then like pushing forward with other things. I feel like we have something up here, maybe someone who is trying to like, hey, see this, like, see this thing you should be working on instead. And I feel like I know this is represented like in a weird way, but I feel like you're looking, a lot of you are right now looking at your job and being like, this is not what I want to do with my life, you know? I feel like a lot of you are like coming to the realization that you need to change it up, like you need to switch it around, and I feel like a lot of you are like taking that stance right now and being like, you know what? It's time to do something else. Maybe you're even doing a clean slate, like a clean cut, or you're dialing back on some work and pushing forward some other work. Yeah. I feel like it is very work related for you guys. Like work is what you need to be aware of and conscious about right now, in order to get the best possible outcome. I feel like you need to focus on it, but I also feel like you need to be careful not to push yourself too hard, because I know a lot of you Libras, like when you do work, you work really hard, like you're hardworking people, and I feel like sometimes you push yourself over your limits. And I just want you to be really careful about that, like be mindful, because you only have one you, and I know I say that a lot, but you do, and you need to take care of yourself. So dialing back on some work, either to find something new, or just to take better care of yourself. I feel that's what we need to learn here, and what we need to be really aware of, that you need to be aware of. So, yeah. Yep, we are nearing the end. We have 3 left to go. And then next is the Scorpio. Alright, I can't sing at all, but what does Scorpio need to be aware of? Scorpio, you feel a little disconnected. I feel like you're not really with me. How does that sound? Like either you're like disconnected from your spiritual self, or you're disconnected in your life in general. I feel like you're disconnected somehow. How perfect is that? You got 10 of Swords. Yeah. This does not really surprise me. I feel like, yeah, you're disconnected, you're zoning out. And I feel like you've had it, yeah, like you had, like if some people had it up, you had it up to like here, like all the way up, like you're done. a lot of you are all the way done, and I feel like you're gonna have to do some soul searching and some spiritual work on yourself in order to get better from this. I feel like you need to go out into nature and, you know, be with nature, put your bare feet in the grass, like maybe feel some rain on your cheeks or some sun, like just feel nature. Because I feel like people right now are not really your friend. Like I feel like there's a lot of hardship going on in your life concerning people. And I feel like it's important for you to remember to breathe. I feel like a lot of you are also stuck with a lot of anxiety and maybe depression even. And potentially also heartbreak. I feel like this is not the best of times for a lot of you, and I'm so sorry. But again, and I said this previously, that Sandra taught me not to be afraid of delivering bad news, so this is what we're doing. I feel like you could also be in a situation with a friend or a loved one who's like really, literally, as the card says, stabbing you in the back like multiple times. And if that is the case, you need to do some serious cutting out of people. Yeah, because they're not worth it. Like no matter how much you think you love them, or how much you think they're worth, or how much you think you have together, or whatever, it's not worth, like, don't let yourself get abused, is what I'm trying to say. And I know this is like, it's a heavy subject, like out of nowhere, but this is a heavy card with a lot of heavy things attached to it. And I feel like some of you right now are in an abusive relationship, I feel like. And I have been there. I'm not gonna say that I know how you feel, but it's not worth it. Just know that it's not worth it. Like, when they promise you things and don't deliver on the promise, like when they get, if they get really angry with you for no reason, or like try to decide like who you're gonna be with, or what you're gonna be wearing, or like how much makeup you're supposed to wear, or if you're gonna be able to go see your friends tonight or not. If they're physically abusive, like, be careful. And I feel like I can't stress this enough. Don't be afraid to ask for help. It is really important that you're not afraid to ask for help. And I know that the situation can and probably will seem very scary, but you just know that you deserve better, and you deserve real love, because what you have is not real. Like, it's not real love. Like, maybe you love the person, but they don't love you the way they think, like the way that you love them. So get up, go get help, go find someone. And this does not have to be a partner either. It can also be like a friend, or like a parent, or like a sibling, or something like that. Just don't let yourself get abused, is what I'm trying to say. Do not let yourself be that person. It's very, very important. Because you're worth more. No matter how much they tell you that you're not, you are. Yeah. I'm sorry if you're going through this. I really am. Oh, I'm sorry. It's it's emotional. for me to talk about. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and like cry on camera or anything, but it's not a great situation, and I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm so sorry. Alright, Sagittarius. I'm just really like, that was a heavy one with Scorpio this time. That was yeah. And of course, you know, like if you've seen all the way through, thank you. But if you're just here now, I'm just gonna like say again that this is only intuition based. It's nothing to do with like what the card says or what the card means according to like any booklet or anything. This is purely like me connecting with my deck and like seeing and feeling and telling. That's it. That's all this is. So if you're into like accurate, like down to the thing that you can basically look up for yourself kind of deal, this is not the real. Because if you're the kind of person who feels like everything has to be by the book, this ain't it, sis. This ain't it. But I feel like tarot is so many things and can be so many things, and it can be interpreted in so many ways. And yeah. So, Sagittarius, what do you need to be aware of? Alright, are you ready? Okay, what do we have? Knight of Pentacles. So this one, I feel like your new beginning is someone coming into your life. Not so much something ending. It's either someone or something, like an offer, I feel like, maybe like a promotion or like a new house, or like a personal offer, like someone is coming into your life and they're like a trustworthy person is coming into your life, and they're gonna be bearing, I wouldn't say gift, but offers, and they're gonna seem trustworthy. They're probably not the most hardworking person ever, but they have some good cards on their hands, and you need to, what your new beginning is could possibly have to do with this. Like possibly this new offer. It could also be like, no, I feel like this is like work related or money related. Maybe like a deal on like something you have, like someone is offering you money for something. It could be that small, but it could also be like, in general, be aware of the offers that are around you and what the universe can offer you if you let it, because it's a lot. This feels like it's a good time for you to like do some rituals to manifest some things. Look at Sandra's channel. She has like a great few rituals on her channel to she's just called Sandra Angelina on YouTube. She has some great rituals for manifestation and stuff on her channel. They're really worth looking into, and I think you should do that. That would be really great for you. And yeah, look out for this person. This is gonna be great for you. Let me know if you have any idea about who this person is or what the offer might be. Is there something brewing? Like, can you feel it? Can you feel something brewing? Like a shift in something, like maybe in your workspace or in your home life, or like, can you feel the shift? Let me know in the comment section below. This was a short one. I'm so sorry, but there's not a lot to say about this other than I hope it's going to be great for you and I hope it's going to be amazing. So let me know. The last person, Capricorn. How are you feeling, Capricorn? And how's your August been? Like, I'm a little unsure about your August. Let me know about your August in the comment section below. And let me know how ready you are for September. I am personally ready for autumn. I am not a heat person, I am not a summer person, I am a winter person, and I am a fall person. Potentially spring person if it's still like kind of coldish. Because in my book you can always wear more clothes and you can always wear like sweaters and stuff. Like I'm ready, so ready for sweater weather. Sweater weather. Yes, if I could speak properly. But no. Alright, so what does Capricorn need to be aware of? What does Capricorn need to be aware of? Let's do this. Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of work to be done here, Capricorns. There's a lot of things that you need to, like you need to look around and take a feeler for your workspace. Maybe there's some colleagues you need to talk to. I feel a shift in the work dynamic at your place. It could also be like in a place where you're doing some hobbies or something like that. I feel a shift in something there. It could be like a major role, or maybe someone is getting fired, potentially. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Like there's this one person at your job where you just have a feeling that something's gonna happen. Yeah, I feel that. But I also feel like you should just like keep doing what you're doing. Don't change too much because the universe is changing it for you and it's brewing already. So it is gonna happen whether you like it or not. This change, but I don't feel like it's necessarily directly about you, but it's gonna influence you. It's gonna influence maybe your work or maybe your family life, or like maybe it could be like your significant other is getting a job offer or something like that. Something to do with job. Like job situation is shifting, and it's like it's on the race. So be on the lookout for that. Alright guys, that was the last one. Let me know what you thought about this style. Would you like me to do separate from now on? Are you okay with it being like collected in one video? Because obviously I don't have, you know, that much time. When I would rather prefer to do like a three card reading in separate videos instead of like doing 3 card readings in like one video. But yeah, so that was all the signs, and I hope you got some positive out of this, and if something positive at least, or if not like directly something positive, maybe something helpful. So yeah, all of you guys, just take care of yourself. Know that the comment section is open if you need it. As always, we're here to support each other. It's gonna be a loving community. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that. I would very much appreciate it, and like this video so it can get out to more people. I would really appreciate that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.